It's considered the toughest sentence handed down by the ICC so far. Jean-Pierre Bemba is to serve 3 sentences of 18 years for rape and pillage. He will also serve 2 sentences of 16 years for murder. It's believed that he headed the rebel MLC army, notorious for its attacks on civilians.
As you see, even with other crimes, you can see that the crime of rape as a war crime and crimes against humanity received higher sentencing than the crime of murders and the crime of pillaging. So the judges are also showing by this sentencing that they are aware of the seriousness of the problem, and that sentencing the persons found culpable of these crimes will receive more attention, has been given higher sentencing than the other crimes that have been committed. So this is, again, very significant.
But the former Congolese vice president will appeal the sentencing. His lawyers will be pushing for a mistrial.
Mr. Bemba intends to demonstrate on appeal that he was not the commander of the troops of the Mouvement de Libération du Congo who were in the Central African Republic in 2002. So today's sentence is by no means the end of the road for Mr. Bemba. It merely signals that we're moving now to the next phase of the process, which is the appeal.
The sentencing was keenly watched back in the DRC, but it's been met with mixed reactions.
The verdict is not correct in our logical opinion because it is selective and discriminatory justice. We are disappointed because fair justice was not administered at the ICC. The court recognizes that Mr. Bemba is not the main protagonist of what is happening in Bangui. At the same time, it insists on prosecuting Mr. Bemba and leaving Patase and Bozize aside as if there was a chain of command.
Yes, we were really surprised because they say that Bemba was in charge of 8 armies, that Bemba was the head of 8 armies, including the Central African Republic Army. This sounds really bad. This is international injustice. We are really surprised.
I think if there is proof and clear proof that Jean-Pierre Bemba was guilty of these charges, then I believe that no one is above the law. So if the law is hard, it is still the law.
The MLC rebel group entered the Central African Republic in 2002. They were ordered to end a coup that was being carried out there, and in doing so, it's believed they massacred hundreds of people. Kathryn Ogunde, CCTV.